this is Nicola from the Mental Illness and the Family blog. Hope everyone is well. I recently made a decision to confide in my brother, who has chronic mental health conditions, about some anxiety that I've been feeling very acutely recently. So this video just explains maybe why I came to that decision and some particular considerations that I had to consider before I came to that decision. So to give you a little bit of background, I've already chatted about this on my blog post, which I'll link below, but I am waiting for some medical results at the minute. I have about a 3-week wait before I hear about them, and I'm really anxious during this waiting period. I made a decision to speak to my brother about this, which is a decision that's pretty unusual for me, because usually I wouldn't want to further burden him because I know he has enough of his own struggles. But I'm glad that I came to this decision. The first thing that was really important for me to acknowledge, both to myself and to my brother in this situation, is that my anxiety and his anxiety are not the same thing. So my brother has an anxiety disorder. So he experiences generalized anxiety every day, regardless of what's happening in his life. He is experiencing quite high levels of anxiety, and that's something that he has to deal with daily. My anxiety that I'm feeling at the minute, it's situational, it's quite logical really. I mean, it might be a bit weird if I was waiting for serious medical results and I wasn't at all anxious. So they're two very different animals. It's most likely, given my personal profile and my own medical history, that once this situation is sorted, I will go back to being not anxious anymore. So they're not the same thing, and it was really important for me to go into the conversation with my brother with that in my head and to acknowledge that to him too, that I'm not saying we have the same problems. We don't. It was really important as well to observe my brother's symptoms before I made this decision. So he's been quite stable and quite good recently, so that was a big consideration. If he wasn't doing so well, I probably wouldn't have let him in on my feelings. I don't know if that's the right or the wrong thing. I mean, you guys can leave a comment below with your own experiences. I'd be really interested in hearing those. Another thing that I had to take into account is sometimes my brother can appear to be doing really well on the outside, but inside there might be, a spike in symptoms brewing. So it was really important for me to say to him, look, I would like to share with you some anxiety that I've been having, but are you in a fit state to take that on? Is now a good time for you? And for him to give permission for that to happen. So my brother was more than happy to have conversations with me about anxiety, and he gave me fantastic insights, incredible support, and I've written more about that specifically in my blog post. But I just wanted to share, as I say, some considerations before sharing your struggles with somebody who has chronic mental illness. Again, this is something that I'm kind of just learning as I go along, so I'd be so interested to hear your thoughts on this. Maybe you've always included your family member with chronic mental health issues on your own struggles. Maybe you never do it and you think I've done the completely wrong thing here. Regardless, I'd love to hear your input and your experiences, so please do leave a comment. Thanks so much for listening. I've been Nicola from the Mental Illness and the Family blog. Good night, everyone.